We're not set up. Okay, I am going to call this meeting to order. I'm going to start by taking roll from my left.
B.G. Zimmerman, Ellen Johnston,
Rob Delmas,
Elida Snow.
Don Goodman,
Walter Snyder.
Okay. We at this time would take any public comments on any non-agenda items. No? Okay. Moving on to reports. I guess since Tony's not here, do you want to cover activities, Rob? Did we have one of those?
we have not. I do think we should have one this month.
Okay. So maybe we'll try to set up a time when Tony gets back and.
Yeah. I should have this month.
Yeah, we need to.
Okay. Or maybe we'll talk with you, or we'll figure it out. Figure out a time that works. Okay, we will get that set up then. Moving on to buildings and grounds. Well, do you want to touch base on that?
Yeah, we had a meeting last week and discussed a little bit more on the fourplex, just kind of thinking about putting out a survey to the parents and staff at the school to kind of get their idea. As Ron pointed out, if we get like a 80% approval, then that's saying that's something the community wants. If we're getting an 80% negative response, then, there's not a lot of sense, putting, the time and effort into it right now, at least. Then we spoke about the roof situation, what needs to be addressed. And then also Tony and I doing a little bit more assessing of the schools and kind of figuring out what needs to be, fixed first, make sure we're using, the money wisely that we do have set aside for it. And talked about the tracks as well, the new track I think at the high school. Kind of what's going to happen with that going forward as far as the time frame. And then also possibly, we had talked at one time about possibly taking out the track at the middle school. Then we even thought about not knowing how long the high school track would be, maybe resurfacing somehow, not spending a lot of money on the track at the elementary school, but resurfacing it in some affordable way so it's usable to the community, because people do use it, so it's not a tripping hazard. And that way, if nothing else, you can't have meets there, but the high school team, the middle school team, people could practice there without risking blowing out a knee or ankle or something. So
yeah, because it's really not usable right now.
No, I mean,
just even ripping the blacktop off and making it dirt would be better.
Yeah, Cody actually said that. He's like, come on, we've ran on dirt tracks before. So yeah, I think we're gonna try to kick around a couple ideas for that, and make the space at least usable. I mean, it'd be better at this point to tear it out and use it as grass than what it is. I mean, I live close to it, so I see quite a few people that use it for walking or running and things like that, or even kids in the summer riding their bikes around it, and so. But it is, there's definitely some safety features, safety issues there when it comes to that track. So, I mean, it's good for hurdles. So.
Yeah, you guys know.
I think we rent it out for like tough training.
Yeah.
Obstacle course.
Spartan.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. Okay, thank you very much. Policy, Miss BG?
We will be addressing that later on in the meeting.
Okay. Technology.
We have not had a meeting yet, so.
Wellness and safety, Miss Ellen.
We did have a meeting, and as we usually do, we looked at our wellness policy, and we compared it to a checklist provided by Montana State University. And we did make a note that we thought that maybe we could beef up our nutrition education. That does happen kind of sporadically in classrooms, but there's nothing real formal in that area. So that would be something that we'd be looking at. We also recommended that we adopt the Montana School Board Association model policy for wellness. And I think that might have gotten forwarded to the policy committee.
Oh, I'm sure it's on here.
I don't know for sure.
We will be looking for
it. I know there were some policy committee meetings.
We're not finished.
Yeah. And also the insurance company finished their safety evaluation, and it was kind of informally decided that maybe we would start in the shop area to kind of clean things up and get some cupboards in there and get things in there in good places so that it would be tidier and a safer place. So that was it.
Sounds like a good meeting.
It is.
Okay, calendar. Did we end up having
We need to have another meeting.
another one? Okay, I missed the first one, so we will schedule the next one.
Any idea as far as what would work for you?
I
Nothing
was
catch
gonna say I have to look at my schedule, but
Yeah, I can't get on my calendar.
transportation. I don't think there's anything that we touched base with. I mean, other than we had lots of communication with them over the last month with road outages and all the things. So
How are we
There's lots of-
looking?
We have transportation items that are available very cheap right out there.
as far as like bus transportation though, have the bus routes adjusted to accommodate
Yep.
missing bridges and stuff, I'm
Yeah,
assuming?
just talked to Travis Baker this morning. Everything's running. So
Okay,
there's
everything
a lot
went
of work on
smooth
his part.
today?
By the way, I've been super happy with Travis Baker. He shares a lot of information really quickly.
Good.
Any problems with kids showing up later and like that?
Was good today, and you felt like? Perfect.
Just them being back after 3 weeks.
Yes, I think so. You could tell they were ready.
Good. Okay, anything on insurance, Miss BG?
According to the insurance guru over here, she has heard nothing.
We like it.
Well, we don't know.
Okay, maybe we don't like it.
Yeah, we're not for sure.
Okay, well, hopefully we will hear at the beginning of the year here.
It's the beginning of the year. We should hear.
Okay, then moving on, we have no resignations, retirements, reduction of force, or non-renewal. No consideration of staff contracts or transfers. Consideration of a camp trailer fundraiser. So if you read Ron's little thing, it talked about that,
Mhm.
doing the bleacher seats, was that what it was?
Yeah, well, and the seats, is it the seats or
I think the next one was the walkways,
The walkway.
right, where everybody walks, these are most
Yeah.
important for the
so we have the
students.
seats and then the boards underneath that you walk on.
Yep.
And those are supported now, which
Yeah.
makes them way safer than they're safe now and we weren't before, so. But eventually that would be the goal of that project,
Yep.
is to replace those so we don't have to worry about it when we're all 85 years old.
Yeah, and we did realize that we will have to start approving fundraisers, so we will expect to see those on our agendas.
So is that, every fundraiser has to be that way?
I can,
Because I just counted that sports alone did 42 fundraisers last year.
I mean, there's a lot.
Student
Right.
council just did.
let me get
So-
clarification on that. I know that's what she said, but let's see how minuscule.
Because I'm just thinking in my mind, like, sure, there's one to a car wash. Do we have to have board approval to do that?
Well, right, and I know
Yeah,
like,
there's so many of those.
That's-
Yeah.
yeah,
I think if we just
each
get
individual
Cultural
sport,
event.
the
Yeah.
buildings a little straighter.
right.
Mhm.
So
But
let,
that was my concern when it came up. I was like, oh,
right,
How many fundraisers did you do last year?
43, I think,
43.
is what I just roughly counted before I came.
Yeah.
That
Well,
I know of.
yeah,
You know, Mark says yes, and I don't see it. I don't,
Yeah.
you know, it's just kind of.
Sometimes they're so time sensitive that
right,
when they get the help, the idea, and we gotta do it now or in
Right.
the week, and you gotta wait a month before it gets approved. I think if they could just be cleared through the administration of the building.
so this was something that came down from SBA, so I need to double check clarification. So we will approve this one tonight, and I will get clarification on all the other ones moving forward,
If-
so.
Because we do have some coming up for basketball, like the soup feed and all those things. Would
Right.
you like me to try to round those up as fast as I can for the next 2 months, just so we're aware of what's gonna take place?
Yeah, I think that'd be a great
Probably
idea
just in
just to
case.
start in the process. I don't-
In the
Yeah.
process of doing this.
I was gonna say you can, just
Yeah,
so that
I'll
if
do
it
that.
does come that we need it, that
Yep.
you're not scrambling last minute
Yeah.
sort of situation,
But we
so.
all do love 2-day notice board meetings. They're pretty cool. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I will need a motion on that one, please.
I move that we approve the camp trailer fundraiser.
I'll second.
I have a motion by BG and a second by Walt to approve the camp trailer fundraiser. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Motion passed. Okay, then consideration of MTSBA recommendation for policy updates, Ms. BG.
I move that we accept, and I'm going to read the numbers for each one, so get ready. 1401, 2558 P1, 2161, 2161 P1, 2335, 2510, 2600, 3110, 3141, 3141F, 3150, 3600, 3600 NF1, 3600 P1, 3635, 4550, 5015, 5122, 5321, 5321 P1, and 5334 P1 as first reading.
Second.
I have a motion by BG and a second by Ellen to approve the recommendations for the policy updates as listed. Any questions or comments? There's a lot of discussion over those.
A lot of discussion on them.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passed.
I would just say 3141 might be implemented soon,
Okay.
out of state, out of.
Mhm.
Out of
school.
residence.
Yeah, out of school district residents.
Yeah. A resident student. Okay, so consideration of review of agenda for Monday the 12th. So moving over that, it looks like we will be setting our February meetings for the 2nd and the 9th. We have lots of December meeting minutes to review and go over.
That's what we get the extra pay for.
Right.
Double it.
I'm still waiting for that first paycheck.
Yeah.
Going down, it looks like we just have one resignation and some fall coaches to hire for next year, and Ron's superintendent contract, and then the final reading of all of those policies that we just did the
And
first
the
reading.
health enhancement curriculum is on there for the second reading.
Okay, got you.
I would feel much better if I felt like there wasn't more coming.
Does that need to have a first reading? The health enhancement one should be a first reading, correct?
If we have it down as second and final, I don't know because I missed that last meeting.
Okay, we will have to ask Ellen about that. We may change that. Okay.
Okay.
Emergency closure resolution. I'm assuming.
Did you hear
Wanna-
anything
wanna-
today?
I spoke to the lady today. I think we are in fine shape. The elementary school, the middle school, high school, preschool, obviously. Might have to make a couple of changes at the alternative school, the charter school upstairs, but I think we're going to be just fine. We're probably going to need to make a resolution. And so, but the lady I was working with had never done one, and she was going to get me some more information on it. And so, but I don't think at this point, I really don't think we have to do anything because we're still making our aggregate hours. We're
We're
there.
still over.
Mhm.
So
Even in the 4th grade.
now, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
that's the grade that throws us.
5-6 is the one that's
4, 5,
4, 5, 6. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, they all have to hit
And
1,080.
80 energy.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I think we're in pretty good shape. What does concern me is if we have a big snowstorm and we end up shoveling roofs or something like that. And That was,
Don't even say that. Yeah, we have done that. Not once, but
Sounds like
twice.
A couple
PE.
times.
Sounds like PE.
Right?
Yeah, it's PE class.
Yeah,
We're just talking about their curriculum.
yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, then out of district student attendance possible, and then some other stuff maybe, so.
Did I hear there were 6 new students at this elementary school?
Yes,
Just today?
yes. Well,
what was that?
I heard there were 6, when I
It was
picked the
4
place.
slated to start today, 2 showed, 2 didn't, and then we got 2 more starting this week. But we also, some moved, so
So
in
funny.
and out.
So funny how that works.
Mhm.
to me.
Yeah, like grapes of wrath, everybody's moving.
And then we'll need to add the MHSA policy vote thing, so you got the email from Nick, so that'll have to go on the agenda.
And none of them are really gonna affect us. It's just kind of,
I kind of glanced through them and I didn't think probably.
I haven't done multiple
Yeah.
What were they?
It,
MHSA?
proposals that we'll vote on in 2 weeks.
Oh, very good.
And so we'll chat
I
about
kind
it.
of thought I might understand them. It scared me.
They're really hard to understand.
I thought,
They're easy to get.
I was
Yeah.
grateful for the explanations at the bottom.
yeah, I thought, wait a minute.
Yeah. Okay, then I guess that is all for that. So we can make a motion to adjourn.
I so moved.
I saw second. Beat me.
I have a motion by BG and a second by Rob to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor?
I,
All those opposed? Motion passed. Okay, we will be going into another special board meeting for Ron's evaluation, but that will be executive session, so just, you will all be asked to leave. I don't, this is a good time to make your exit now, but.
run,
Good morning.
run as fast as you can. See you be what?
Haven't seen the morning?
Oh,
She's like, you will?
Nope, nope.
Then maybe we won't.
We all together?
For what? That's her question. I can see it all.
Usually
I thought
that
I had it-
happens is
I thought I
there
had
was
it.
no calendar invite.
Just tell the council, right? I'll see you tomorrow regardless.
Okay, I mean, if you could send one, or I could let Tom know.
I know.
I can't